Fam, we got a new AC Black Flag Resynched info dump, new gameplay, new pictures, new gameplay descriptions, new things that they've changed since the reveal in April, all sorts of goodies. To start it off, I want to show you an exclusive, that isn't exclusive to me, but an exclusive from IGN look at the Edward and Caroline cutscene. What is this specifically? Well, as you can see, it's described. Edward and Caroline share a slightly awkward moment over a mug of hot chocolate in this cutscene from Black Flag Resynched, the upcoming remake of the fan favorite pirate-themed entry in the long-running Assassin's Creed series. Going full screen, it actually supports 4K. Color me shocked from an IGN video. Actually supporting max quality. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. What's happening? Let's see what this looks like.
Edward?
Ahoy, Dove. How are you feeling?
No worse. Just a bit of nausea that won't let go. Have you been at the pub?
I only had one pint to save up some coin so I could bring you this.
Is it chocolate?
Aye. It's from the Americas. I mixed it myself. Go on, have a taste.
I will say you can tell when something's motion captured because it's all the little stuff. It's like the little shifts in weight and everything. When you like, when everything is like hand animated or using the procedural stuff, everything is so stiff and it doesn't move the way that it should. But you can tell when something's actually been captured.
See, as a privateer, I'll find all manner of novelties in the new world. We'll be the talk of Bristol. So, how does it feel to drink like a duke?
Edward, my father is a merchant. I've had chocolate many times.
Have you?
Have
Yeah,
you...
Edward, this isn't that special. Try harder. I expect more. This sucks. I wanted tea, not this crap.
Not?
No.
Go on then.
Oh, it's nice.
Now watch the cutscene with the screen turned off and see what you think.
We'll save the remainder for after tea.
Just have that for tea.
Oh.
Honest question for Brits in chat. This is like an honest question I've been wondering for a long time. When you guys say we have to go drink tea, I guess I always just assumed that you were like going and drinking like coffee or something. Are you actually drinking like green tea? Is it actually just tea? Is that actually what you're doing? You're like stopping your day, stopping what you're doing, and you're drinking just straight tea? Black tea. Tea from the Indies. Earl Grey is a little better. Milk and tea bags. It's breakfast tea usually. Okay. Okay. English breakfast tea. Milk and tea bags, isn't it? Okay. 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 Tea equals Guinness. Well, that's the Irish. You don't hear the Irish saying they're taking a tea break. You hear them going down to the pub. Tell you what. Why green? They drink all kinds of tea. I don't know what you guys do. I don't know. We separated a while ago because you guys were doing silly stuff like that. You know, we had enough. And so us Americans were like, we're done. We're done. But, you know, I respect you guys being as like, however silly you want to be. Like, that's fine. But, you know, I find it amazing. You know, culturally, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Well, look who's being more silly now. Yeah, dude, have you seen what was it like? Wait, what restaurant? There was a restaurant that revealed a coffee, one of their coffees that had like so much. Oh no, it was the Crumble Cookies coffee. And dude, it was so sugary that I think it was Crumble, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to look it up. It was so sugary that it was like an actual health concern. Cookie, coffee. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It was like the insanely sugary drink. Maybe it wasn't crumble cookie. Part of it, I can't find the original post that I'm thinking of. But yeah, there's some like viral posts that are going around of people's like custom coffees, which are just ungodly. I think this is somebody making their coffee creamer for the week, but I'm choosing to believe that because I can't even fathom consuming this much. Dude, they DoorDashed it too. That's the icing on the cake. Oh my God. Oh my, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. It keeps going. Oh yeah, stir it naturally. You wouldn't want it to be too concentrated. Bro, it's so unbelievable. Yeah, I can't lose weight. I don't know what's happening. I go on a walk once a week and get my coffee in the morning. Dude, 17 pumps of pumpkin. That's ridiculous. A little coffee. Yeah, you gotta have a little coffee with your sugar. There you go. There you go. So yes, we don't sit around drinking tea, isn't it? We drink that kind of thing. To be fair, I don't think I'd be able to have more than like a sip of that. That looks like one of those drinks you sip and then immediately you can feel your blood thicken. You know, you have it and you just immediately start smelling metal because your brain is exploding. That's what I think would happen. No way, this person isn't dead by now. Dude, they might be. They might be. Okay, what is this deep dive? Well, as you can see, so they stress all footage and stuff that they're about to show is from a work in progress build. Make sure to watch in 4K for the best quality. HUD settings may vary depending on capture to showcase examples of customizable options, etc., etc. And then they are joined for this breakdown by Paul Fu and game director Richard Knight. Richard Knight is the same gentleman I told you guys about who I walked in the room and he like sees me come in and goes, Luke the Mold Stevens. So this is the guy. This is the guy. Who knows? Maybe he's watching. You never know. So what did they showcase? Well, they showcased a few of these basic things that have been mentioned before, but they specify them in a little bit more detail. So new endgame chapter is coming with Black Flag Resynched. If you've played the original Black Flag, then you know the character of Blackbeard is likely burned into your brain like the fuses he wore in his hat. With a new set of 8 additional missions, you'll experience Blackbeard's expanded story, which unlocks at the start of the final sequence in the game. Look out for the quest in the Hideout. You'll have to play the game to find out what's in store for you and how the tale of Blackbeard unfolds. I have an idea of where it's going. It may be sad. It may be sad. We will see. We'll see. Officer side missions. These have been described previously, so they did share a little gameplay snippet. So there are 3 new officers, Padre, Deadman, and Lucy. They offer new quests and new challenges, new areas to find. Sleep dart while he's taking a whiz. That's crazy. They also changed that animation. So previously the camera like whipped around when you did the double assassination. Now it doesn't do that. They actually listen to feedback there, which is cool. So they show a little snippet of this. These honestly, I'm kind of braced. I don't know if bracing is fair. I'm expecting these are more just like get through them. They're probably more busy work than anything because the Lucy quest line for me was like really jarring. It was so clearly not original. I just wasn't a big fan of it personally, but we'll see how it turns out. At the very least, it's original content. It's not like it's not necessary, but it's also like it's optional and it's additional. So it's not like they cut content to put those in. It is extra content on the side. But you know, so I guess you get what you pay for, but it's for me, I think there are going to be more quests that you just get through to move on. They show some of these officer perks. So to get an officer, when you get them, they unlock new gameplay abilities and features. So they show in ship customization, each of the officers that's been recruited, and you can see they each highlight different abilities. So a ram dash when you have Padre unlocked. Lucy gives you a like ultimate brace ability so that you don't take damage when you're bracing. And then Deadman gives you an extra salvo of fire from the broadside cannons. So they're just like little gameplay perks or like trinkets that you can tack onto your ship. I think they'll be good gameplay additions, especially for end game stuff and late game stuff. And it seems like the new stuff for the epilogue chapter that they described for Blackbeard is going to be really, really, really challenging, which is part of the reason why they've added the officers to give you some extra benefits. And to be clear, the officers was something that they always wanted in the game, even back in 2013 when they were building the game out. They wanted to do it. They just ran out of dev time and couldn't do it. So now they can do it. Beyond that, they showcase a couple of other things. New Blackbeard and Stede bonnet quests. Starting in sequence 8, a new treasure quest sees Edward sent on a hunt by Blackbeard to not only uncover loot, but cement Blackbeard's reputation as a builder of a free society. You'll have to play to discover more and uncover the twists yourself, but check out the Health to the Company cinematic trailer we shared recently for a taste of what's to come. And this, if you have not seen it, is a cinematic they dropped about a month ago that they actually worked with Darby on, and they mentioned that the song that was selected was chosen by Darby, or suggested by Darby.
Here's a health to the company.
I believe they said the original, and then I'll let it play and I'll shut up. I believe they told us when we were in Singapore that the original intention was for Anne Bonny to be singing The Parting Glass again. So it would be the same song from the end of the game. But Darby himself was like, I actually know of another song that I think fits perfectly with this and would still retain the punch of that song being special to the finale. And so they followed his advice and did it this way, which I really like it. So I'll shut up.
There's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again.
Rum tastes sweeter among friends, pirate. At it again, Kenway. I thought you'd be done chasing fairy stories.
Not yet.
There it is. Dude, the whole time I watched this, I was like, dude, just imagine if this was like a trailer that drops out of nowhere and it was a reveal for like a sequel. Just imagine if you had no idea about Black Flag Resynched or anything. And you see the pirate ship, and then it starts to zoom in. You see Jackdaw on the ship. You're like, what? What? You hear the singing and Bonnie's going, and then this shot right here. Bro, I would crash out so hard. It's probably good it's good that they did it the way they did with the reveal the way they did it. Because if I had seen this, I might have like gotten extra crazy hyped up thinking that it was like, you know, a sequel reveal or something. But hey, it's never too late. Never say never. You never know. But having said that, that's the new cutscene. I think that looks really, really good. And I think it is cool. As you can see here, you'll receive a letter from Stede asking Edward to meet with him on a mystery island, or on Mystery Island. It's just called Mystery Island, where you'll be able to uncover what happened to the legendary gentleman. This quest unlocks when you start sequence 9, and the additional quests can be found in your hideout or appear on the map once available, which also sounds very, very interesting. I'm excited to see what that's like. Additional Animus rifts. The Resynched focuses on the tale of Edward Kenway. There are 4 optional rifts with which each relate to some of the key characters in the game, such as Edward, Blackbeard, and James Kidd. These will conclude, well, you'll have to discover the conclusion for yourself by seeking them out. They mention that these rifts are what have replaced the modern day segments. It's going to be new stuff. And they specifically said it's to explore alternative timelines. Like what happened if Edward were corrupted by wealth and fortune and things. And so I'm not sure what to expect from these, but we'll see. Also, the fact that there are 4 rifts and they're specifically described as optional. I'm very curious about these. I want to know what those are like. And it sounds like it's going to be specifically like little treats for people that seek them out specifically. I think they said that you can play through the whole game and never see any of them. And they want to support that. They describe how some of the structure has been reworked for different things. So each quest in the game was built from scratch, says Paul Fu. The directors all did full playthroughs of the original and made notes as they went to point out areas that of the game that were most confusing, things that didn't make sense anymore in a modern game, and what could be improved. The result was a lot of changes, sometimes small, sometimes large, to level and mission design. The biggest changes are clear right from the first mission. We adjusted some of the details of parkour paths, scripted events, collectibles, and sometimes even the layout itself. The goal here was to make traversal more intuitive and coherent while also maintaining believability and honoring the spirit of the original game. The cities and locations all still followed the same general layout as they did before, but the details have been reworked and revisited to match the modern parkour mechanics. Some missions and objectives have also been updated for a better experience. For example, some tailing objectives have been replaced with investigations or new stealth objectives to increase variety of activities and better fit the story. Changes like this have been made across the map, so even if you know the original like the back of your hand, you'll have plenty of new parkour routes to explore and exploit with new mechanics. And all of that, I think, is good. Having played the original recently, it is a game of its time, and it also, it's hard to describe, but bro, it feels like in the main story, a solid like 40% of all missions are tailing missions. Like, and they are bad. Like, they not even like maybe good, maybe bad. Like, they're just bad. Okay. It shows you how good the rest of Black Flag is, that it's a classic and that people love it so much, even with those really, really bad tailing missions. But redesigning some of those and restructuring a lot of it, I think, is the right move. Because if you put that in the game today, people will be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Many assassination missions have also been expanded with optional objectives and secrets, says Paul. We wanted to expand on the lore of the assassination targets without violating the original narrative. For example, in one particular mid-game assassination, you can find a target's room with a hidden reward by eavesdropping on some soldiers. Another change we've made is when you unlock the rope dart tool. Previously, it was an item unlocked a little later in the game, but in Resynched, you'll get access to it in Sequence 3, giving you a lot more options throughout the game when dealing with enemies, both for stealth and distraction, as well as a tool that holds its own melee combat. Tailing missions, this is another one, as I just described. They overhauled a lot of it, so now it's not an instant fail. They added a little bit more variety. With this one, how have Templar hunts, assassination contracts, or assassin contracts, and naval contracts changed? Templar hunts from the original game have been reworked to meet the standards of modern parkour and provide a commensurate challenge, while also updating the narrative a little to fit better into the updated experience. You can still expect to unlock the same rewards for your hard work by using the 5 keys on the locked gate in the hideout. Assassin contracts return and can be picked up in major settlements at pigeon coops. We've remixed these a little to distribute them more evenly across the map and rebalance them, while also fleshing out the character contracts with additional dialogue and deeper motivations, reworking their introductions to weave them more seamlessly into the narrative. Rewards for naval and assassination contracts have also been updated, including some new items that weren't available in the original game, which is cool. This is also, I just find this one funny. They've added a skip time feature, okay? You have to be out of combat, for one, okay? You have to be out of combat, but they've actually added this in where now you can skip time forward. And bear in mind, this was not available in AC Shadows at launch for some reason. Just like that. How hard was that? It's great. You want to go sailing at night? You can do that. You want to go sailing in the day? You can do that. Just shift time forward. I still, to this day, have no idea why it was cut from Shadows. Like, they said that they wanted players to deal with the situations before them, like, and not try to manipulate it by rolling time forward. But I was like, bro, it's called AC Shadows. Like, the big mechanic in the game are the shadows. Like, what do you mean? Like, what if it's the middle of the day and I'm Nawe? I'm gonna wait till nightfall to go and break into the castle to assassinate the target. Why on earth would I be like, oh, well, it's noon, I'm gonna be busy later? Like, it never made any sense. It never made any sense. You need sun for shadows. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God. It just was so bizarre. It was such a bizarre and weird choice to just remove it for no reason. Like other things, like the torch, they got rid of the torch, which made shadows, of course. Like you could ignite torches and braziers and things, but you could not carry a torch. They cut that from AC. They had it in Valhalla, they had it in Odyssey and Origins. It was also bizarre. Like they just cut so many things in shadows. It was really, really weird. And a lot of the excuses never made sense to me. It's like, okay. But like the day night shift was the one that made absolutely no sense. It just didn't make any sense at all. It's like, guys, why not move forward into nighttime? Like, again, I could ramble about it for hours, which I did when I talked about AC Shadows a lot. The hideout. Every rogue needs a hideout. Edward is no different. As you progress through the game, you'll unlock a hideout, and on Great Inagua, the isle features a small village and a villa on the hill overlooking it, where you'll house your collection of treasures, be able to manage a fleet of captured ships, access new side missions, and even collect a regular income from the residents of the island. As you can see here, they do have a bunch of stuff here that's described there. They say that just beware of spoilers if you don't want to know about those and you don't want to see those. So I'll forward past them. But they did share a quick little teaser video showcasing some of the stuff that you can collect, some of the things that you may recognize.
5 keys to open this.
Display different things. Completionist runs are about to go brr. All the little collectibles, fill them out. Just a good touch. Just good. Like it. Like it. Select the painting you want to hang. That's a good
The
touch.
sun sliding below the sea is a sight matched only by when it rises again.
It's beautiful. That is a beautiful painting. I want one. Not that one, but a print of it. So they show a few other things, new events in the world. They show some of the puzzle stuff. This is interesting. So like this one, these small moments add just a little color to the world, says Knight. They're not intrusive or constantly telling you what to do next. They just bring Edward and the people who inhabit the Caribbean to life a little more and make the world feel more immersive. And if you keep your ears open, you might just get a hint as to where you can find one of the new shanties we added. Let's see this. So these, it's a Spanish civilian. These shabby sailors by the docks brought some peculiar spiky fruit from the far south. They're stranded now, poor fools. But God, does their cargo turn the nose. Peculiar, my friend. That fruit is a delicacy. They got durian fruits.
We'll be picked up, I'm sure. Neither seas nor storms will keep me from my love. Come off it, man. Ours was the only ship to sail the passage from here to Singapore. No one's coming.
This map's been
the wreck
marked.
on the map. We'll find another
Could
ship
be
to
treasure.
sail us back, and we'll recover it. The fruit, the cargo, everything. The fruit.
There you go. There you go. I do like those little additions. I think that's all great. Whenever an NPC is able to make a reference to something in the world, it really elevates it. You know, a little something where they comment on a building or something in the environment. It just makes everything feel more alive. Combat difficulty settings. You can see that they have forgiving, intended, and hard, and they separate it out into combat, stealth, naval, and activities difficulty. So you can really tweak it the way you want. In the case of AC Shadows, they also did this where they separated combat and stealth difficulty. My general recommendation was to just play certainly stealth on very hard, because it made it actually feel like stealth, whereas combat, when you crank the difficulty, it just turned enemies into sponges. But we'll see how this works. Typically with Ubisoft games, though, made in Anvil Engine, I usually say stealth difficulty, crank it. Other stuff you can play with and see what you like, but stealth almost always is better when it's on the harder difficulty. Activity difficulty specifically, this refers to exploring shipwrecks, hunting with the harpoon, and hunting with the harpoon. Creatures you meet while diving will do different amounts of damage, spawn more or less frequently, and Edward will have more or less time to dodge incoming attacks. Similarly, the setting will affect the damage Edward does to his prey, incoming damage he receives, and even Edward's ability to interrupt incoming attacks will be affected, with the hard difficulty requiring a perfect attack to prevent them. So whether you want to push your limits or just see what happens next in Edward's Tale, try playing with these settings to find the ones that fit you best. So there you go. That's just like a broad breakdown on the game and a lot of little details on each individual tidbit. Big info dump. We are in the home stretch though, fam. I mean, we're less than a month away. It launches on June 9th, and I personally can't wait. I want it now. Gimme, please. Gimme now. That's how I will ask nicely for it. I am pumped. and very excited. I need it. I need it. And that is all. He took my thing.